compilation, and then he lets John Vellante back in. Vellante down, covering up. Oh my goodness.
All combat sports fans undoubtedly love unexpected finishes. KO moments with slams are always thrilling and unpredictable because the opponent can be floored instantly. This time, we're diving into a collection of KO moments through slams. So, get ready to be amazed throughout the video. In Eddie Wineland's last bout at WEC, he showcased his prowess with a stunning slam KO against Ken Stone.
Potentially get that choke. This guy got to get it.
After a neck clinch against the cage, Wineland managed to bring Stone down and deliver additional punches as he lay on the canvas. Next, we have a somewhat odd finishing moment. After Gray Maynard slammed Rob Emerson very hard, many had already guessed the winner of this duel. It was only later that the referee realized Maynard had knocked himself out after hitting his head during the slam. Following that, we have Matt Hughes winning the UFC welterweight title for the first time with his powerful slam against Carlos Newton.
Carlos Newton Juarez on Vallison.
In her Strikeforce fight against Roxanne Modafferi, Sarah Kaufman earned a victory with a spectacular slam that remains a highlight to this day.
Very, very active on the bottom, and Kaufman picks it up! Oh, wow! The powerbomb slam! It's over! Mamma mia! Whoa! I remember Quentin.
The Rampage Jackson's win over Ricardo Arona is one slam KO that will be hard for other fighters to replicate. Jackson chose to lift Arona and slam him onto the canvas as hard as possible. The Brazilian athlete was knocked out instantly. Drakkar Klose unleashed a powerful slam to secure a first-round KO victory over Joe Solecki at UFC Austin's preliminaries.
Picks him up and slams him up. He slams him out.
Klose also delivered his spectacular slam to Christos Giagos. Initially, Klose hoisted Giagos onto his back, leaving the audience wondering what he would do next. And indeed, Klose threw himself backward, causing Giagos to land hard on the canvas.
Klose has a double leg though instead of the single.
Oh! With style points. Close.
Jake Childers also made the list with an incredible slam finish while competing for the World Featherweight title at LFA 84.
He's out. He is
And he
out.
knocked him out with the takedown. Over and out.
Wow, that slam put him out.
Jessica Andrade overcame the striking prowess of the then champion Rose Namajunas before lifting and slamming her onto the canvas. This attack floored Namajunas, and Andrade claimed the strawweight division's gold belt at UFC 237.
She slammed her right out. Jessica Andrade is the UFC strawweight champion.
In his last fight at LFC, Gerald Harris delivered an unforgettable moment by slamming David Branch into unconsciousness. This incredible finish was a fitting end to Harris's remarkable career in LFC. Next, we have Gabriel Benitez defeating Humberto Bandinay less than a minute after the first round began. After lifting Bandinay and slamming him onto the mat, Benitez struck Bandinay's head as it bounced off the canvas, finishing him instantly.
Benitez lifting Bandinay off, tries to slam him off, and he does, and he's out!
Another moment comes from Galore Bofando, who left fans astonished with his outstanding finish against Charlie Ward at UFC Fight Night 113.
The body lock, and he's looking to land it, but then Bofando shrugs him off, and there's Charlie Ward lands.
In UFC history, the first Slam KO occurred back in 1998 during a match between middleweight champion Frank Shamrock and challenger Igor Zinoviev. The fight had only been going for about 22 seconds when Frank powerfully slammed Igor. The challenger had to be carried out on a stretcher without having launched a single attack. Tito Ortiz also successfully defended his title with a Slam KO when challenged by Evan Tanner. Just seconds into the fight, Ortiz troubled Tanner in a clinch position, unleashing several strikes, then slamming his opponent onto the canvas.
Threw that right hand, and when he got that clinch, you saw Tanner try to sit down, but it wasn't soon enough. Right on his back.
Shifting to Jordan Leavitt, who secured his first UFC victory with one of the most brutal Slam KOs in history. Leavitt carried his opponent across the octagon, then positioned his arm around the neck before dropping Matt Wyman onto the canvas. The first fight at UFC Seoul ended with a very brutal Slam KO victory. After 2 intense rounds, Dominique Steele finished Dong Hyun Kim with a hard slam followed by a barrage of elbow strikes. Rustam Kabalov showcased an extraordinary performance against Vink Pichel at the Ultimate Fighter 16 finale, ending in a KO victory achieved through a back slam. In a CES MMA 48 fight, Timothy Woods suffered an embarrassing defeat after a blunder, failing to slam Tim Karan, leading to his KO in just 83 seconds. Valenico Vitale's victory at UFC 43 remains unforgettable, especially for Matt Lindland, who was KO'd in a somewhat embarrassing manner as it looked like he slammed himself. A similar incident occurred in the matchup between Mark Kerr and Yoshihisa Yamamoto at Pride 27. The fight lasted only 40 seconds because Kerr couldn't get up after attempting to slam Yamamoto. An even quicker Slam KO moment happened at SSP Fight Night 46, where Richard Treyu had to face the bitter truth after being defeated by Eamon Baker through a brutal slam in 18 seconds. John Gotti also quickly defeated David Espino through a slam, savagely slamming Espino and landing his opponent's head first. He then brutally pinned him down and mercilessly punched him.
What that really does is, well, that one's gone, so it's a good point. Well, can't get the takedown, so he just picks him up and slams him, and it's over.
Meanwhile, an even more terrifying Slam KO moment occurred in the fight between Josh Berkman and John Fitch at World Series of Fighting 3. Berkman showcased his strength with a combination of hard slams and brutal elbow strikes. A unique and rather unusual event occurred in a Montreal Fight League match, where a fighter managed to defeat his opponent in just 1 minute and without a single punch.